Hi my friends, welcome to the channel English Playlists, and let's continue our playlist English words with examples. So words from 201 to 210. So really this playlist is very important. So you see weekly, we meet weekly, or every week. We pay for it weekly. So you see that this word is an adverb here, but it can be an adjective. Look, it's a weekly newspaper. So this word is an adjective here. It means that this newspaper is published every week. Monthly. We meet almost monthly or almost every month. So you see it's an adverb here, but it's a monthly magazine. It's a monthly magazine. So you see it's an adjective. She sees them monthly or every month. You know that these words, weekly, monthly, they sound more formal. So yeah, you can say these words sound more formal. So these words, I mean weekly, monthly, sound more formal than every week and every month. Next, practice. I need more practice. Let's practice English. So this word can be a noun, you see, or it can be a verb, like here. Let's practice English. I don't have enough practice. So, you know, some wise people say, so what do they say? What do they say? Really, what do they say? The more practice, the better. The more practice, the better. It's this structure, there. It means that if you have more practice, it's really good. So, and we need more practice. So it's very good to have more and more practice. So the more practice, the better. So if you look at this structure, yeah, so use there, then you need to use a comparative form. Comparative form. Then you have there, and you need to use this comparative form again. Comparative form, okay? So the more practice, the better. So you can also say, for example, the more lessons, the better. The more lessons, the better. So the more explanations, the better, and so on. Good. So there plus comparative form, there plus comparative form. Way. I chose this way. So you can also ask, what's the way to the nearest supermarket? Or you can ask simply, where is the nearest supermarket? So what's the way to means, so where is? How can we find it? This way is very short. Okay, long. It's a long story. It's a long way. How long? You know, you may often hear this question, how long have you been learning English? How long have you been learning English? And what will you say? You'll say 4, 5 years, for example, 4, 5 years, for 3 years, and so on. Don't forget to use for, okay? So how long have you been learning English? For 5 years, for 3 years, or you can say for about 5 years, for about 3 years. So about means maybe a little more, maybe a little less. Okay, good. So the full sentence will be, I have been learning English for 6 years. I have been learning English for 6 years, but native speakers mostly use short forms or contractions, so it will be, I've been learning English. I've been learning English for 6 years. And you know that we call this tense, how do we call this tense? Present, perfect, continuous. We call this tense present, perfect, continuous. Good. Okay, so short. This way is short. I'll read a short story. Okay, next, I'll be short or I'll be brief. It means that I'll say it shortly or I'll say it briefly. I'll say it shortly or I'll say it briefly. So these phrases are very good, for our conversation. So I'll say it shortly or I'll say it briefly. So I'll be short. So, or you can say briefly or shortly. It's just we see it for the second time, but it's okay now, okay? So shortly. Or you can also say, so briefly speaking or shortly speaking. So these phrases sound very natural, okay? So you can say, I'll be short, I'll be brief, I'll say it shortly, I'll say it briefly speaking or shortly speaking. Good. Next, near. It's near. It's near my office. It isn't far. It's quite near. It's quite near. Supermarket. It's near the supermarket. Or it isn't far from this supermarket, or it's located not far from here. You can buy everything in this supermarket. I was in the supermarket yesterday. Word. This word is new for me. I want to know more English words. Can you explain the meaning of this word? Or you can ask, so what does this word mean? So if you really don't know this word, you can ask, so what does this word mean? Can you explain the meaning of this word? Or you can ask it more politely, so could you explain the meaning of this word? World. We live in this world. She wants to travel around the world. Okay, so my friend, for more practice, you can listen and repeat. You can buy everything in the supermarket. I need more practice. She wants to travel around the world. I was in the supermarket. It's near. I want to know more English words. We meet weekly. She sees them monthly. Let's practice English. How long? What's the way to the nearest supermarket? Can you explain the meaning of this word? It's near the supermarket. I don't have enough practice. It's a weekly newspaper. This word is new for me. What does this word mean? It's a long story. We meet almost monthly. It's a long way. This way is very short. I'll read a short story. I'll be short. It isn't far. It's quite near. It's near my office. We pay for it weekly. It's a monthly magazine. I chose this way. We live in this world. This way is too long. Okay, my friends, really, let's continue this playlist. Thank you.